So, Brandon Aiyuk, guys, we talked. Well, I want to go back to yesterday for a second. We said we were just discussing like veteran leadership on the Browns, and obviously they've got it in a good way on the defensive side of the ball. And we were talking about like who's the leader on the offense. You know, if Shedeur was the starter, I think he'd have the potential to become the leader. But he's also a very young player. Deshaun Watson, from the outside looking in, doesn't look like a great leader, and they have really no veterans on this team. Their best players are their young skill position players, so it would be tricky. And we were talking about how, you know, like obviously Keenan Allen wouldn't be interested in coming here. He signed with the Colts, but he would have been a guy that could have been a good leader. So Brandon Aiyuk gets brought up. What do you guys think about that possibility? Because he was mentioned as a possible landing spot for the Browns.
Hard no. The guy's out of his mind.
I knew no was coming as soon as I asked it.
Look, if anything, as the receiver room shifts, it needs to get younger. Trade Judy in October.
Man.
Yeah.
These are the guys. You like what they're about on and off the field. You like how they've made their impression. Feed them the ball. You've got a small investment in Isaiah Bond, who's around for at least another year. You brought in a veteran in Tyler Wallace, who's a backup wide receiver.
Yeah.
But like barring an injury to a rookie and the team contending, I wouldn't even consider going to Brandon Aiyuk.
I lose his phone number now, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm Project Stockpile. I'm the captain of the Stockpile, bro.
I'm a little surprised. I thought if anybody was going to say yes, it would be you.
No,
but no.
Listen, I'm in Trent Show Tough. First of all, have you seen his tirades on Instagram?
It's
I don't know what's going on with this man. He telling other teams to come get him, and bro, this dude done lost his mind, bro. I don't know what's wrong with him. Like I don't, and I'm not saying that derogatory like about mental health or nothing, but he seems to be like really doing some other type stuff. No, I don't want him by no more Denzel Boston and Casey Concepcion, Isaiah Bond. No, I don't want him on the offense looking around asking for the football. No, you cannot have him and Jerry Jeudy on the same roster under no circumstances. And on top of that, he getting older and he be hurt. Nah, bro, I'm cool on him. Give me Florio. Give me Luke Florio.
Yeah.
Give me Gage Larverdane. I'm going to just keep it a buck with you.
Obviously, it's a clean sweep. I have no interest in Brandon Aiyuk. The only teams that I would consider Aiyuk on is like the Chiefs. You know, a team like that with a veteran.
With him and Rasheed Rice? Nah.
Well, I'm just
and down the road, and 2 months from now.
Right. Like you got to be with a good coach and a good quarterback to even consider it. On this team, no chance.
No chance.
Now, if it were a
Absolutely not.
Keenan Allen situation and I could get rid of Jerry Jeudy, especially, because you're right, I don't want to take any touches away from my young guys. I like what I've seen. I want them getting. I'd rather have Keenan Allen than Jerry Jeudy as my veteran receiver. But I'm not messing with Brandon Aiyuk.
Well, let me give you a thought, because this isn't worth talking about anymore. It's a great.
It is.
Luke Florio, you mentioned it. I want you to come back to me after today. I think as of this moment, Luke Florio has a better chance to make the Buffalo Bills than the Cleveland Browns. What does that say about how far this wide receiver room has come?
Wow. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
And you know what? And I just saw the drop Jerry Jeudy had in practice, bro. That that I don't understand. I was at practice and we was there during. He dropped five footballs, and then was so disturbed he had to spike the football.
Yeah, he kicked one of the equipment bags up in the air,
bro.
Do you think if they could get like a 7th round pick, they would trade him, right?
And that will be in the cards. So the thing is, they can afford right now to cut him. What it does is it accelerates the rest of his money to last year. They want him to get through this year because they made this commitment to him, and then they can spread it out.
Yeah.
But they can trade him, and that will be, you know, if it goes a certain way, you just got to keep these young guys healthy.
Right.
But Jerry Jeudy, it's not worked out here.
Yeah,
I
think he'd be better off. Sorry to cut you off, G. I think he'd be better off as like a third receiver on a good team.
And let me tell you this too about trading him.
Yeah,
every other team knew not to take him on, so nobody's interested in giving you anything.
And we was going at Mark Schlereth and Steve Smith.
Yeah.
Steve
Smith was critical of him again recently.
We apologize. Let's go ahead and just apologize right now.
Yeah, let's feed the young guys.
That's it.
Is Cedric Tillman going to definitely be on the team?
He's definitely not even on the bubble right now.
Oh.
He's on the he's hurt, but he's not even been right. He is a guy that will get moved if there's any kind of market for him. But if he doesn't play in the preseason, there's not going to be any market for him.
No doubt.
How are you perpetually injured? Just perpetually at all times.
Can't make the club in the tub, right, G?
Can't do it.